Hey everybody, welcome on into First and Tangent. I'm your host Jake. This is going to be a shorter episode, just breaking news. Packers, we got Micah Parsons. Brian Gutekunst somehow convinced Jerry Jones to let go of one of the premier pass rushers in the NFL. Unbelievable that Micah Parsons is now on the Green Bay Packers. This is a dude that wrecks games, 3-time All-Pro. Everyone's seen him play. 12-plus sacks in his first four seasons. The only other player in NFL history with those numbers, you guessed it, Reggie White, another dude who God told him to go to Green Bay. Obviously, this one was through a trade with Micah, but we got it across the board, whether that was the big man upstairs or just Gutey and Jerry Jones. Gutey basically tricking an old man. That's sort of what it sounds like, because what the heck was Jerry Jones even thinking? Getting rid of your best player for 2 first-round draft picks. Also, the draft picks, don't care about those at all. The only reason why first-round draft picks are appealing is so that you can potentially draft a player of Micah Parsons' caliber. The Packers obviously are always in the mix for the playoffs, and especially with Jordan Love, and this year really looking for that 32nd pick. And so, yeah, for the next 2 years, we don't have a first-round draft pick. That's totally fine, because in our wildest dreams, we could only hope that one of those players could have turned out to be like Micah Parsons. And now we have Micah Parsons at 26 years old, in the prime of his career, locked up for the next 4 years. He's now the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history at 4 years, 188. Obviously not guaranteed, but at $47 million a year. That's a pretty penny. Cap space in the NFL, in my opinion, does not exist. We've seen the Saints in cap hell forever. We saw the Rams in cap hell forever. And obviously the Saints aren't a great team, but they've been able to get out of cap hell with what seems like zero ramifications. And so, yeah, there's going to be another TV deal the next however many years where the cap is going to go up, and then it's like, oh, how'd you only pay Micah Parsons $47 million a year? That's just the way that the NFL is trending. So that number doesn't scare me at all, and we have Micah Parsons on our team. Another reason why I'm just insanely excited about him is because this position of edge rusher is a plug-and-play position, where if we were to pick up a shutdown cornerback, he would have to get to know the system, get to know the guys in front of him a little bit, get to know the coverages. With a guy who is just a pass rusher and a dog and puts his hand on the ground and just gets after the quarterback, there is very little adjustment that needs to be made over the next couple weeks before we get ready for week 1 against Detroit. The job of an edge rusher across teams is very, very similar. Get on the edge, get your hand down, go after the quarterback, get him down in any way possible. So Micah Parsons, he's going to be able to fit seamlessly right in, because there won't be much of a difference in scheme for what he's going to be doing. What does our defense look like now? Obviously, Kenny Clark was a part of the trade. That's a bummer. He's been a mainstay. It's insane that he's still only 29 years old. He's been on the Packers for like 10 years. A guy that big, I can't comprehend how Kenny Clark is only 29 years old. He's not even 30 yet. I feel like he's been on the Packers for literally my entire life. And so it's definitely a bummer to lose him, but we got Micah Parsons, so whatever. Additionally, Lucas Van Ness, he saw a decent amount of success rushing inside at Iowa. The only reason why I don't really think that he's going to be moving inside and will still be providing help support on the edge when he does go in limited timing is because his development has been so stunted by the difference in positions by his defensive coordinator at Iowa. So he started off at Iowa. I believe that this was the case, but maybe not. He started off as a hand-down rusher, and then they brought in a new defensive coordinator who was wanting him to rush from the 2-point stance. And then when he got drafted by the Packers, and I believe they switched back to 3-point stance, maybe 4-point stance. And then we brought in a new defensive coordinator last year with Jeff Hafley. And so since he's been in high school, Lucas Van Ness literally hasn't started a game since high school. That's how raw he is. So switching him to the inside, even though it might be a great physical advantage, I still think that he has the horses to be an effective outside rusher. So I don't want to give up too quickly, even though, we have an embarrassment of riches now with Micah Parsons, and then obviously Rashawn Gary across from him will be the other starter. That is an unbelievable 1-2 combo from your defensive ends, from your edge rushers that are just going to be bearing down on the quarterback. They're athletic freaks. This defense for the Packers is going to be so nasty. Another example, Cowboys last year, when Micah Parsons was on the field, they were first in EPA. When he was off the field, their defense was bottom 5. That's how much of a game flipper just one player can be. He changes the entire identity of what the offense is trying to do. Can't roll into him, can't run into him, can't really drop back as easily because he's going to be able to get around your left tackle. Just opens up everything from a defensive perspective. Up the middle, no Kenny Clark means Devontae Wyatt, you need to take the leap. We drafted you out of Georgia in the second round, or first round, I believe. Yeah, first round draft pick out of Georgia right after Quay Walker. You showed a lot of brightness at the end of last year, and we need Devontae Wyatt to really take the leap this year. Additionally, it means that LaFleur and Gutey probably really like Nazir Stackhouse as a project, undrafted free agent out of Georgia. He was 2-time All-Conference in the SEC. And he was undrafted free agent that made the 53-man roster. So he's a nice little project. But, again, we got Micah Parsons. So, awesome. We'll take the projects. Seems like every single important player on the Packers is locked in on a contract. Rasheed Walker's probably going to have to walk after this year. We don't have to worry about that, though. We got Jordan Morgan backfilling him after the year. This team, though, the Packers are as complete as it gets in the NFL. 3-time All-Pro edge rusher who's 26 years old. Oh, yeah, and another thing. The Packers are still, for the third year in a row, they're the youngest team in the NFL, and with this trade, got even younger. So we're built for the future, but we're also built for now because we have the horses that can make a deep run in the playoffs and that can single-handedly wreck games. Yes, our cornerback room is still very, very thin. Keyshawn Nixon as our cornerback 1. I don't love. Carrington Valentine as our cornerback 2. I don't love. Nate Hobbs injured as our cornerback 3 and nickel. Don't love that as well. Every other position on the defense is electric, though. Our edge rushers, Micah Parsons, Rashawn Gary, Lucas Van Ness, electric. Our guys in the middle, Devontae Wyatt, I think he's going to be really take a jump this year. We've got Carl Brooks also learning on the edge. He was pretty effective last year. His time will go down this year, but he was still good in spot rushes last year. Our linebackers, Quay Walker and Edgerrin Cooper, 2 of the most athletic linebackers in the NFL. There is no other way to say it. They just are freaks in the weight room. They look different from everyone else, and they move differently from everyone else on the field. So blitzes with Quay Walker, Rashawn Gary, Edgerrin Cooper, and Micah Parsons coming at you. Good luck to any quarterback. I would not want to be you, but if you can make a play, I tip my cap to you, and we're coming back after your next game or next play. The third linebacker, Eric Wilson, don't love, but if we have maybe one weak spot on our defense, and that's Eric Wilson, that's fine. Our corners aren't great, but again, our safeties, Xavier McKinney, Evan Williams, they're incredible. Xavier McKinney is going to be an All-Pro. Evan Williams is looking like a future Pro Bowler. We've got dogs across the defense. Adding Micah Parsons, unbelievable move by Brian Gutekunst. Final haul for the trade, 2 first-round picks plus Kenny Clark. The Packers get a future Hall of Famer. He's probably going to be known as a Packer when his career is all said and done, which is crazy. We added Micah Parsons. We're immediately catapulted, in my mind, to NFC North favorites, Super Bowl favorites. That's probably not where the lines are at. This dude just wrecks games, and now he's on the Packers, and he's going to be wrecking your team. So, good luck. Unbelievable job by Gutey. Can't wait for the season to start and for him to get after Jared Goff, the 15th best player in the NFL.